Hello everyone and welcome back to Form of Therapy. This is the Culture Study. I'm the channel's video producer and your host. You can call me PD. And today we are checking out Let Me Know by PIXY. Now, I do want to preface, this is their first comeback, but I did watch their debut, but I didn't put out a video for it. Now, there are only ever two reasons I don't put out a video for a K-pop release or a comeback. One, I didn't like it. That was not the case with their debut. I did like it. Some people didn't. I watched it live on our Patreon on a live stream, and I really liked it. But there's a second reason why I don't release videos sometimes. Video gets corrupted. It's technology. It happens sometimes. And so with PIXY's debut, Pentagon's Do or Not, Huyen's Watercolor, those three videos in particular recently, those videos got corrupted. It happens in recording sometimes, and I can't fake reactions, and so I can't redo them. So those videos never came out. If I were to give like a quickie kind of summation of their debut, I really liked it. In fact, it was like a 80% like, ooh, I think they're really good. I think they're doing some really progressive, innovative stuff. I think they just need to clean it up like a little bit. And I think they're going to be great, and they're a group to look out for. So I was anticipating this comeback, but then I went on vacation when this came back, so I'm late again. But hey, better late than never, right? Anyways, as I mentioned previously, I did check out this music video on our live stream. On Patreon, we do live streams once a week, exclusive for our patrons, where we take your live requests. So if you want to attend those patron streams, you can join our Patreon at patreon.com/formatherapy. For as little as $2 a month, you can join those live streams, get access to listening parties. Listening parties are now a Patreon exclusive because YouTube just basically won't allow them anymore. And for just a little bit more, we do variety, drama, reality show, competition show reactions. Right now we're checking out Itaewon Class, Kingdom. We just wrapped up Island a couple months ago. We're about to start Penthouse and Imitation. So if you guys want to check that out, consider visiting our Patreon. And hey, if there's any PIXY content you want us to check out, like variety content and stuff like that, if it's good, suggest it to us on Patreon and we'll check it out. I messed that up. Anyways, let's get into this video. This is Let Me Know by PIXY, and this is your form of therapy. Immediate reaction, the starting note, it's a positive one. I like the vibe. I gotta turn this up though. I remember liking her a lot. Ooh, give me more! Give me more, please! Whoa! Sorry. Ooh. There's a little more. Hold on. Oh, is that a moth? That was awesome. That was fantastic. Previously, PIXY's debut, I gave that sort of like it was somewhere between like a 7 and an 8 out of 10. I would give this a 9 out of 10. This was shocking. It was fantastic. It was powerful. In my opinion, I think they really kind of cleaned up like some of like the problems I had with the initial debut music video. And the only problems I had was that like it's great, but it just needs to be a little bit polished. And this is something I'm noticing a lot more, I think, as we're getting newer and newer groups. I feel like we're in that transitional age. We're in like kind of like Gen 4.5 right now. We're Gen 4 isn't over yet, but like we're in that transitional period, right? We haven't had that like landmark moment yet where we're like, oh, this is Gen 5. But like I feel like we're on that precipice. We're on that precipice of some big changes coming to K-pop. And I feel like this is one of them. Something that Let Me Know does, and their debut also does really well, but that PIXY, I think, does really well, is they are truly like crossing boundaries in terms of like producing idol music that is truly genderless. I saw a comment recently on my Everglow first reaction video because I was commenting about how Everglow's their choreography, that was like the most aggressive I've ever seen. They incorporated so many much more masculine boy group choreography type stuff. People were saying like, oh, it's because, the person who choreographed it usually does ATs stuff. But I saw a comment where they're saying, I don't like using the term masculine to describe choreography. Because one should be inherently more masculine or feminine than the other. And that's true, but that doesn't I don't like assigning like gender norms to dance either. It's choreography, it can be whatever you want it to be. But we can't deny that kind of gender disparity system is in place, and that's how people view it in current society. But I think because of just like our more socially progressive nature, that has been disappearing in choreography, and is also starting to disappear in music. And I think a better way to describe it is that I feel like there's no longer really too much of a difference between masculine and feminine choreography, and it's becoming more about I feel like there's this new genderless genre that's being created, and I don't quite know what to call it, but it's almost like it's just, I don't know, it's a spectacle. It's a performance. It's about a performance. And I feel like the new generation of youngins, and that makes me sound old to say youngins, are driving that home even harder. Like I feel like because the more younger groups and more younger idols debut, they grew up in a much more less patriarchal society than when we did when we were growing up. And so because of that, they started doing boy group choreography and dancing much more aggressive choreography and practicing that at a younger age, which makes them a lot better at it by the time they're ready to debut. And PIXY is that not only is there like this kind of combative performance style being created, like if they did a Road to Queendom, like groups like PIXY or like Everglow or like all like there are so many groups that could appear on a show like Road to Queendom now. Like before like if you think about like the disparities between Kingdom and Queendom is just like this spectacle nature. And even as far back as Queendom, when that debuted, there weren't many girl groups that brought it at this level. And you know, we can blame the patriarchal society in Korea for that, but things are changing, and I think many groups are a sign of that. And PIXY, I think, is one of the few groups that's showing it not just in their choreography, but in their music as well. Like they're not just doing girl crush. This is like straight up like a really aggressive, performance driven choreography, and I think the song reflects that as well. Like you're hearing much more aggressive elements in the song. In their debut, they had like actual shouting and roaring, like the kind of stuff that Stray Kids would do, you know. And you don't see that in a lot of other girl groups. And I think going forward, we're going to see that in a lot more girl groups. Now, I don't know. I don't recognize PIXY's label at all. So I don't know how well they're doing, how much promotion they're getting, that kind of stuff. And it's risky when you're trying out a new genre like this. But I really, really like Let Me Know. I want to do a second watch through and kind of provide some commentary over both the music and the video. So let's just get right into that. All right, let's go ahead and take it back. I love just the pairing of that guitar and whatever electronic element that is. I like this girl. This girl with the black hair, her rapping with like like how they utilize it, and like how she quickly brings up the pace, you know. I like how she switches up the momentum of the song and makes sure, like, you know, hey, you're losing attention, you know, like she gives the song a lot of life. Not that the song was boring to begin with, but she's really adding a lot to it. And just like the colors are really great. The contrasting of the main dance set with the blue, and then her solo scene with the pink. Just in general, the color coordination of these music videos is really pretty cool. God, I love that too. That just like let's roll back. Like, here's the thing. Like, a lot of you are not as an old of a boomer as I am. Like, this is so progressive. You know, I have been listening to and watching K-pop since the 90s. We have never gotten this level of ferocity and intensity before. You know, maybe here and there, maybe cover performances here and there, but this level of intensity, even the transitions into the chorus from a visual element, like they put a lot of impact into it. listen, like you've got like this psychedelic kaleidoscope effect going on. That's cool. Wow, her face kind of reminds me of Yuju a little from G-Friend. Just a little. Just a tiny bit, not a lot. I feel like she's a different rapper than the previous girl with the long black hair, right? I really like her too. Her tone, this is like kind of like really much older K-pop. I would say like this is like kind of like early 2000s to mid 2000s kind of like style of rapping in K-pop, which I don't even know if female rappers sounded like this. It might have been more like guys. Oh my god. Oh my god, that section's so... Ooh, wow, that was so cool. Ooh, the editing is spectacular too. I love just... This is a weird random thing to comment on, but just coloring her hair red and then she takes the center position. Like right now, like everyone else has like much darker hair colors. Even the blonde, it's not as bright and like as strong of a contrast to that blue as opposed to her hair. Like it really makes the scene pop. I don't think that was intentional. There's no way they colored her hair specifically for the video for that lighting center purpose. But I think it works out in a very gratuitous way. I need to see that move again. What? Were they on their knees and in one quick move just got up like this? Oh my god, hold on. All right, hold on. Wow, just straight into a squatting position. Oh my god, that's got to be so physically demanding. Oh man. I really appreciate the choreography here. It's intense. Like, I think what I'm liking about choreography in the direction of where K-pop choreography is going is it used to be just, and I really want to credit honestly like the kind of like the proliferation of Gen Z groups and the strive to make it more theatrical, because K-pop I feel like used to be like let's pretend my phone is like the mic, right? K-pop choreography used to be about like just having dance to like accompany while you're singing, so that you're not just watching someone standing there and singing, you're watching them standing and singing, and then like it used to be more like kind of almost to the point where it's like robotic, right? Like na 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 na, and then now we're like, and you know, it started evolving from there. Then we got into like synchronization and like, you know, the knife cut choreography, that kind of stuff. But now we're getting into like, especially like I feel like you saw it on Road to Kingdom, you're seeing it on Kingdom, and now I feel like it's bleeding into just mainstream K-pop in general, of people wanting to put on just theatrical performances that are really engaging and captivate you. There is this showmanship that is coming with this choreography now, and I like, whether it's girl groups or boy groups, I'm digging it. Did they create a throne with their feet? Oh, that's dope. Eyes one shout out. Shot really well too. I'm looking at the quality of that. That looks really good. The editor did such a great job. I want to see this. That transition. Right here. Whoa. That's so cool. The transition originates from the fire. Oh, that's so cool. And it feels like it's cleansing and purging the screen. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, this is like probably like my one little kind of like, it's a personal critique. I don't think it's a bad part of the song, but this bridge, I feel like it was building at a nice momentum, and then I wish, and it went on like it kind of went on like a medium note. I kind of wish they had went, like, it's such an intense song and it's such a powerful song. Kind of wish they'd went for the just not necessarily scream. I mean, scream if you want to, but like something more higher, a little bit more powerful, not as soft, not as clean, something a little bit just more like, just letting it all out, you know? It's not as cathartic and satisfying of a transition into the final chorus as I would have preferred it to be, but you know, who am I? Oh, that transition! Oh, that choreography is so cool. I love that. That's so cool. I don't know, just the way she pulled it off with her facial expression too. Her acting's really good. Her acting is really good. Her facial acting, I would say, is actually pretty phenomenal for a rookie group. She's really, really good. She has a lot of charisma. Oh, this girl too. I love this so much more than their debut, and I really liked their debut to begin with. Wow. Let Me Know by PIXY. I think it is a fantastic improvement. I feel like also just going into the future, I'm seeing this just a lot more. Like, companies are just like debuting groups that are not like super polished, and they're like, and that's not to say that's a bad thing, but like, you know, previously companies would invest years and years and years into a group and then debut them at like at their top form, you know what I mean? And then obviously they get better and better and better, but I feel like companies are like, now they don't want to, because so many groups can fail and there's so much potential for a group to fail now because the market's so big. Companies are now employing a new strategy of not training these groups and training them hard, but not waiting until they're like super polished and super like ready for debut. And they just throw them out there and then hope that like the live stage experience and just being within the actual idol system, like once you debut, that will season them and they'll learn from that. And honestly, I see it working for a lot of groups. I think PIXY is one of them. I think PIXY they honestly did not need to improve that much. I thought they did really well with their debut anyways, but just watching just from the debut to now, I'm just like, oh wow, this is so much better. So yeah, I'm a fan. But guys, that's it for my reaction and review to Let Me Know by PIXY. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments down below. Would love to know what you guys think. Do you prefer the debut or this? You know, I really, really liked the screaming aspect in their debut, and I wish they would have, not wish, I feel like it would have been nice if they had something similar to that, something that was kind of like a staple thing to the song like that, but the song was good regardless. Once again, if you enjoy what we do, consider joining our Patreon. We have bonus reactions over there. Comment, hit the like button, subscribe. If you're new and you want to check out our videos and you want to be notified, sometimes the subscription box is a little wonky and it doesn't show that our videos are up. Hit the notification bell to be notified when we upload a new video, and check out our other videos over here and here. And I'll see you later. Bye.